right. Good morning. What's happening, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We get fired up. I gotta get some music. Man, I need some music. How we doing out there? Scale of 1 to 10. Throw it in the chat. See if we can get up here on Facebook. Spacebook, Faceplace is the chat. Coffee number 2. 63 on the sleep last night. My patient has come down with a cold. She thinks it's because of that, but I just happen to be up every hour. I don't know what happened, but it's all good. We keep on cranking. Who we got here? Let me see. Doesn't always come up on Facebook for me immediately. There we go. So Jason Rector is a 9. Matt Blood says good morning. Tolman, a 10 all day, baby. Wendy's here. Good to see you guys. Hey, first things first, if you haven't got the book, get the book on Amazon. If you've got the book and read the book, please leave a review. I would love that. It will help me tremendously, and I would appreciate it. So Josh Baker's an 8. Dave Howard, good morning. 1 to 10, Dave. How you doing today? Good to see you. Got my mic squared back away, so it won't be as tinny today. And high tech, we fixed that. So onward we go. Yeah, man, I'm still coming out of the fog from the weekend and from the Edge Live event. Again, I want to thank Steve Rosenberg and Gary Chupik for being here. It took a couple days to recover. We went hard in the paint, as Wendy says. I'm a sold 8. Solid 8, baby. Well, that's good, coming along. We're going out on the pavement today, going to walk around a little bit, exercise that hip, keep things in line with our eye on doing some hiking this summer. So when you guys see those pictures of us on the summits this summer of Maine's 4,000 footers, you'll know it was a process to get there. Roy Dahl is watching. Good morning, buddy. We had a great peak call last night until Bubba took it down the drain and we had to hit stop on the record. But we had a good time. Those that were there know what I'm talking about. We had a good time. We got talking about excuses. Yeah, happy hump day, Ed Ricker says. We got talking about excuses last night, and everybody made a few commitments. We did not jump in the ocean. People wimped out. The people that were organizing that, Bubba and the likes, once they got to Maine, they got a little cold feet, no pun intended. So, although I think Lisa did, Lisa Petroselli did, and I think she goes all the time. So, I think she did. She does on a regular basis. So, she owned those guys. I could have gone either way. So, but hey, if you want to schedule something, let me know. So we did an exercise at the event on Saturday. Everybody bailed on me, right, Matt? Okay. We did an exercise. We kind of started out with this exercise, and I used it more as a way to center everybody and get everybody rolling with a clear mind before the event. What we did is we just gave everybody a paper plate, and we asked them to write down their limiting beliefs and things they wanted to get rid of, whether it was a relationship or a preconceived notion, limiting belief, self-worth thing. We wrote it just on a paper plate with a marker. Yeah, Mark Bunker, good to see you, buddy. And we bought a shredder and brought it to the event. And I asked everybody to come up and shred their plate. The exercise itself was called Burn the Bullshit, but we didn't think starting a fire at the Italian Heritage Center would be a good idea, and probably having one in the parking lot would get us thrown out before we got underway. Anyway, so we had people come up and shred the plates. So today I want to talk about something similar, which is letting go of the excuses that are holding you back. We got into this last night. Tolman says, bro, I was down. Everybody's talked, so they weren't going. Let's do it. Yeah, I know you would have done it. Wendy says, for the record, I was banned from the polo plunge by a surgeon. I would have shamed these guys. And I think she probably would have. Last year she did all 12 months. So she and her friend Catherine went in the ocean all 12 months, all winter months too. So, but speaking of excuses, If you're not where you want to be in business and life, I guarantee it's this. There's a story, there's an excuse, there's a belief holding you back. And the worst part, you probably think it's true, right? What is it that you're believing? Most people never reach their full potential, not because they're not capable, guys, not because they don't have the talent, but because they're carrying around a list of reasons why they can't, or why it's not the right time, or that bag full of shit that is the things that are the things that people said to them over the years that kept that crab in the bucket, so to speak. And here's the deal. Every time you choose to believe that stuff, every time you believe an excuse, you give it power. You give it power. So today we're going to burn that bullshit for good. We're not starting any fires, probably not shredding anything, but I would challenge you to write some things down while I'm going over this, and maybe literally cross it out, maybe throw it in the trash, maybe burn it yourself. Ryan Blair says, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. I'm not sure that was his originally, but I'm sure somebody said it. So Mark said, I brought my suit and was going to follow Bob. Okay. The blame game is going around here. Like I said, Mark, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. Why does it matter? Excuses don't just slow you down, guys. They keep you stuck. We talked a lot about being stuck, right? Stuck in that same cycle over and over again. It was, I think Bill Gustafson calls it Groundhog Day, right? Until you confront those excuses, you'll always have a reason why you can't move forward. And I always ask people, well, what would have to happen? We talked about this on the call last night. What would have to happen? Lately for me, I've had all kinds of excuses why I can't go over and bang on that nice big weight rack over there. But today I'm going to, because I get by with a little help from my friends. Everybody talked about it last night. And I said, you know what? I'm going to hit it tomorrow. I've got a 2-hour window and I'm going to use it for me. So we're going to call out those excuses today. We're going to destroy them. We're going to replace them with beliefs that actually serve you. So we'll take a few minutes and talk about the lies that we tell ourselves. The most dangerous excuses are the ones that we feel like are truths, that we really believe are true, right? We all have them. They feel real. They're deeply ingrained. And you don't even question it. It's so deep and you don't even feel like it's an excuse. It's just like, well, this is who I am. Well, I've always been big, right? What if I told you that very belief is the thing that's keeping you stuck? I mean, here's some common ones. I'm too old to start over. I'm just not naturally good at sales. I don't have time. I don't know enough yet. I'm not ready. I don't have the right connections. I didn't grow up how you did. Ooh, yeah. Sound familiar? Those aren't truths. They're just self-imposed limitations, guys. Every time you accept one of these as fact, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. You can have the results and you can have the excuses, not both. I think I wrote that down in here, Dave. Yeah, you're absolutely right. How do they keep you trapped? Well, if you think about an excuse like a weight around your ankle. You ever had those ankle weights and you're at the gym, or when you're a kid tried running around with those? You want to move forward, but you're dragging that stuff behind. You want to go after that next level, but you can't, because you're basically carrying all that bullshit with you. Think of a time when you had to confront an excuse that was limiting you. Maybe, for me, maybe when I hesitated to step into coaching, get away from the contracting, write the book, hesitate. Now we've done that. Do I want to have an event? Well, we did it, and then you go from there. Once I burned those beliefs that, well, I'm probably not an author, I probably can't write a book, and I replaced it with, I'm writing a book. I'm going to write a book. Everything changed, because now I'm working on writing the book. I'm not worried about the excuse. We burnt that. So if you can burn that bullshit, so to speak, and do the mental reset, it'll help you get rid of all that stuff. So let's talk about it right now. How do you do that? Step 1, identify the belief, the number one belief or excuse that's holding you back. Anybody dare to write that in the comments? I say this every day. Write it in the comments. Share it in the comments. Nobody shares it in the comments. How about it? What's one excuse that's holding you back? Give me something. See who anybody's on Instagram. Mike Nunez Vineyard Management. AVS Restorations is watching us on Instagram. Good to see you guys. Yeah, so what's the number one belief or excuse that's holding you back? Dave Howard, fear. 100% fear. Write it down. Be specific. What's the thing that you keep telling yourself that is limiting your growth? What's limiting your growth? Jason Rector says, I love the paper plate idea. 15th annual paper plate finding your burn event in Ocala. There you go. Yeah, some people actually, Wendy's done it before and used a real plate, smashed it on a rock. Makes for a little extra cleanup. Good morning, Bubba Hogan. Good to see you. So we're writing all that stuff down. Take it and burn it. We'll cross it out. We'll crumple it up, throw it away. If you can physically do it, it's great because you can visualize that. You can see it. We'll rip it up, cross it out aggressively. Draw a line through it. Matt Tolman says, scared to trust again. Most people are good, Matt. Most people are good. You get into a couple that aren't. Luke says, Silas says, I can't. Yes, you can. We don't say I can't in the Summit communities. Silas, you better be around. I'm going to get on the phone later. Burn the boats, Wendy says. Yeah. So once you've done that, once you've got rid of it, I want you to replace it with what belief you will choose instead. So Dave said fear. Well, here's an example. I'm too old to start over. Replace that with I have years of experience that make me a force to be reckoned with. How about I don't have enough time? Replaced with I make time for what matters. So this is great work, guys. You can't just say you want success. You have to eliminate the things standing in your way. Don't stand around and watch everybody else blast by you. We talked about getting off the sidelines last week, right? This is more of that. Yeah, limiting beliefs. I'm not from the same background as my peers, right? Does not matter. You could change that. How do you change that, Jason? How could we say that differently? I don't even think you should recognize it. Yeah. I don't think you should recognize it. I'm successful in a tough business based on my effort and experience. Right? They don't know it unless you tell them. They don't know it unless you tell them. So here's a question. If you could let go of just one belief that's holding you back, what would it be? Jason, maybe that's it. What would it be? What would that one belief be if you could just get rid of it or let go of it? Drop that old excuse in the comments if you dare. You guys are holding out on me a little bit. We got Jason has shared. Dave has shared one. What belief are you ready to burn? And if you don't want to share it, just drop a fist pump in there that you've got one and you're gonna burn it. And you don't really have to share it. That's okay. I'm a leader in my field. Damn right. You're a respected local businessman. Our backgrounds don't matter. Who you are today and what you're doing today matters. Wendy Leet says. Yeah, absolutely. So burn that bullshit today, guys. Whether you do it physically or mentally, don't skip this part. Write it down, see it. I don't care. Draw a line through it. Replace it. Replace it with something that you're going to adopt as your new belief. Your old belief is dead. Carry the new belief forward. So today, act in alignment with your new one. If you decided, I don't have time is no longer an excuse, prove it by making time today, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'll post a picture later of working out with the weights. I'm going to do it. Might even follow it up with a walk. I never finish or do what I say I'm going to do, Josh Baker says. Replace that with I am a finisher. People don't remember how you start. They remember how you finish, Josh. Be a finisher. You didn't get to where you're at by not finishing something. So you are that. It might be something that you struggle with. Write it down, burn it. I suspect it was on your plate on Saturday. Dave Howard says actions speak louder than words. Yeah, and we want to call that shit out when it shows up again, right? That old belief, it'll sneak back in. I got a couple of clients that I work with that have said that. Man, I let it back. It'll sneak in because it does. That's its job. Your job is to catch it and shut it down. Oh, there it is. Burn it again if you have to. Whatever it takes to stop giving it power. I'm not trying to create a bunch of fire people here. Scratch it out. Get it wet with water. Ball it up. Throw it away. Make it go away. Break it. Just do it. Josh Baker says yes. Look, guys, you can either hold on to your excuses or hold on to your goals, but you can't do both. There it is, Dave. I think you had said something similar to that, right? You can't keep telling yourself, you can keep telling yourself why you can't. Or you can step up and start acting like the person who gets it done. If you're serious about getting to the next level, today is the day to stop carrying around the bullshit. Write it down, burn that bullshit. You have a choice. You can either make excuses or make progress. You can't do both. You can't do both. Yeah. Look at this great community you're building. Really great answers. Awesome. Yeah. These guys know what's going on. They know what's up. Yeah. Nike has the best motto ever. Just do it. My mom always said that when I was growing up. If you're going to get to that next level, you got to get by this stuff, guys. And it'll come back. And you just got to say, yep, there it is. That was who I used to be. You got a choice. You can either make excuses or progress. You can't do both. So, guys, if this is hit home today, drop a fire thing in the chat or something like that. Send me a DM. If you're ready to go deeper into this kind of stuff, grab your copy of the book on Amazon. Write a review. I break down exactly how to destroy those limiting beliefs in the book and get away from them, because we all have them. Everybody has them. If somebody tells you they don't have any limiting beliefs, they're lying to you. They're just maybe a little bit better at getting rid of them and ignoring them, not listening to the noise. Yeah, Josh, you bet. Yeah, don't listen to the noise. Get out there and do it, guys. Great minds think alike. Absolutely. Do this. Step out of yourself, walk across the room and go over and look at yourself and see what you think. What do you see? Jason, you probably see a successful contractor in Central Florida. That's what I see. Luke said that was a hell of a way to kick off the event. Very powerful. Thank you. I thought it would work. And I knew we couldn't start a fire. So Wendy did that. Wendy and I did that last year at camp. We wrote them on the plates, and I was writing all the way around and across. We filled them up and we put them right in the fire. That was fun. And I won't say that we tackled every single one of them in 2024, but at least it put them on notice. It put them on notice, and we got a bunch of them put to bed. We have more. You got more every year. You got more stuff. You got things. You got Hey, can we do this? Hey, I don't know if I could do that. Hey, but write it down. Burn it. Get rid of it. Aight. Capiche? Guys, got it? Who's fired up? Who's ready to go? Alex Redmond is here. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Follow your path. Everyone has a different one. Alex was at our event on Saturday, left with his hair on fire. Last thing I saw from that guy was the back of his head. He was just running like this. And Mark said he was already creating new systems. Bill said he was already creating new systems and flipping that place upside down on his way back to Massachusetts. So that's when I know we made some impact. So Alex, I appreciate you coming up, joining the event. Roy Dahl with some fire. Kicking the middle of folder was stellar. Yeah, Mark, that wasn't planned. But sometimes that makes for a emphatic emotional talk. So Wendy says comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, absolutely. So Ben Bryant is here. Good to see you, brother. See if anybody else jumped on. Yeah. KLH Exteriors on Instagram. Lucy's Lather Lab joined on Instagram. Good to see you guys. Getting a few more people in and out on the Insta. I'm on YouTube too, guys. And also, I'll notice I look at the analytics on this stuff, and it shows if people share it, which is good. And yesterday I saw a couple of people share it, so that was great. So if you like this, it's impactful, you know somebody should hear it, share it out, and make a comment. Even if you're watching it on the rewind, as they say, just make a comment. Let me know if it helped you. This week we're just kind of working through some of the principles in this book, Finding Your Edge, which is available on Amazon. Please check it out. If you read it and you like it, please write a review. That will help me tremendously. And like Andy Priscilla says, the only cost is to share the show. So I appreciate if you do that. I'm doing this to try to extend my reach as a coach in the coaching business and letting more people know about our communities and just expand that. I am at my core a gatherer of people. So Justin, Katie, good to see you. Hit the rewind, watch it from the start. We are about done here, guys. I appreciate it. As Wendy said, burn the boast. But burn those excuses. Burn that BS. Get rid of it. Write down what you're going to do going forward. Write down the new statement. Yeah, good morning, Mark. Good to see you here. Mark's already got his workout done. Matt Blood's already got his workout done. I'm headed for mine here after a coaching call or two. So, guys, have a great day. Be good to one another. Help a brother out. Make somebody's day. All that stuff. Lace them up tight. Take no prisoners. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.